Dr. Kalam to begin today's lecture on creativity and youth power. Thank you.
Friends, good evening to all of you. First of all, I would like to say that I'm very sorry that I got delayed because I got into a big young crowd. I could not come out of it. Okay, two student group, so I'm sorry for it. So we will compensate some way. First, I would like to greet Professor Anand, members of the faculty, and dear students, to every one of you, my greetings. On this great day of a beautiful day of thinking about Swami Vivekananda, I am very happy to see young people. I am delighted to be here at the Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, and address the members of this renowned place of learning and other guests present here. My greeting to you, my friends. Before I start, I would like to say this IIT Madras very close to my heart in many ways, because my professor who taught me design of aircraft, he became the director of this IIT Madras, Professor Pandale, and he was my guru. It's a fantastic guru because he used to take class 7:30 to 10:30 in Madras Institute of Technology. 7:30 to 10, 3 hours class. Have you come across that 3 hours class? Have you? Have you? So he used to take every alternate day, he used to take 3 hours class. Friends, before I begin my address, I would like to share a thought with all the youth present here. I have met so far 11 million youth present, 11 million youth like you in a decade's time from various parts of the country. I have met, and in India and abroad, I have seen their hopes and experienced their pains, walked with their aspirations, and heard through their despair also. All this experience made me to learn something about them, which I would like to share with you. Shall I? I learned, carefully hear me what I am saying. I learned, what did I learn from the youth of 11 million people? I learned every youth wants to be unique. Every youth wants to be unique. That is you. Every youth wants to be unique. That is you. But the world around you is doing its best day and night to make you just everybody else. Now, the question is whether you want to be you or everybody else. You want to be you? Yes. Not everybody else. Now, if the question being like everybody else is convenient at the first glance, but not satisfying in the long vision. The challenge, therefore, my young friends, is that you have to fight the hardest battle. You have to fight the hardest battle which any human being can ever imagine to fight, and never stop fighting until you arrive at your destined place. That is the unique you. To get the unique you, it's a big battle. The battle means you don't need to take a gun. The battle means you have to have 4 unique things. 4 unique tools you must have in that battle. One is you have to set the goal. The second one is acquire the knowledge continuously. And third one, it's a hard work with the devotion. And fourth is perseverance. These are the tools you have to, for the battle you have to wage. For that, if you have these 4 tools, definitely you will become a unique you. My best wishes to all of you. Now, being unique will require also excellence. Let us understand what is the excellence in more detail. You know, excellence is self-imposed, a self-directed lifelong process. Excellence is not by accident. It's a process where an individual, organization, or nation continuously strives to better oneself. The performance standards are set by themselves. They work on their dreams with focus and are prepared to take the calculated risk and do not get deterred by failures as they move towards their dreams. Then they step up their dreams as they tend to reach the original targets. They strive to work to their potential. In the process, they increase their performance, thereby multiplying further their potential, and this is an unending life cycle phenomena. They are not in competition with anyone else but themselves, and that is the culture of excellence. Let me share an important experience from the life of the father of the nation, To learn and through 79 years of now, I am in the 80th orbit around the sun. You know what it means, 80th orbit around the sun. Through 79 years of my life, I have been a part of pre-independent India, jubilation of independence, and the post-independence era. Let me recall one incident which took place on the eve of Indian independence. At that time, I was the high school boy. At the stroke of midnight of 15 August 1947, the first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, was declaring the independence to 300 million Indians from foreign rule at that time, 300. There was a rejoicing all around the country. At that time, there was a sudden question from stray corner. Where is the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi? He was not there for flag hoisting. That too, independence father of the nation was not there. To the surprise of the entire audience, Mahatma Gandhi was in Bengal, West Bengal, wiping the tears of those who were affected due to the social disharmony. Mahatma Gandhi's diary records his advice to a group of students who came to meet him in Calcutta on that day. The advice goes, quote, students ought to think and think well. They should do not wrong. Students should do everything to build up a new state of India, which would be everybody else's pride. This is what Father of the Nation wanted from all of you. These actions of the champion of nonviolence at the time of independence made me feel proud by being led an inspirational leader. When there's a jubilation in Red Fort, he was the leader who was where the pain was. Friends, while in the company of many young inspired students of IIT Madras, I have given you that's the evolution of a unique you. I would like to give my perspective on the topic, evolution of unique you. Friends, let me talk about what type of world in the present century you will witness, that is 21st century. Let us jointly work out with the interaction. You know, the world in the 21st century will be a knowledge-based society with multiple opportunities. I was studying a book. The name of the book was Empires of the Mind. It will be in your library. Empires of the Mind by Dennis Waitley. This book gives what type of new world which we are facing now. What was yesterday and what is today. I have modified certain points of the author to suit our conditions today's talk. I have also added a third line which is pertinent to the action required by the management institutions and technical institutions. It specially says that what worked yesterday won't work today. What worked yesterday won't work today. Now it goes like that. There are 10 points. First one, yesterday, natural resources define power. As you know, today, it is not important, natural resources, but knowledge is power. Today's knowledge is power. Institution will be the powerhouse for knowledge. Like IIT may be a powerhouse for the knowledge. Second one, yesterday hierarchy was the model. Today, synergy is the mandate. Institution will be enabler of intersection of the multiple faculties towards mission goals. Yesterday, third point, yesterday leaders commanded and controlled. They were commanders. Leaders were commanders, technical or administrative or managerial or industrial. Yesterday leaders commanded and controlled. Today leaders empower and coach. They become coach and empower. That means potential leaders will be empowered through exposure of the needs of the sustainable development. That will be their tool. Fourth point, yesterday shareholders came first. Today customers come first. That means education to inculcate sensitivity to the user needs. Yesterday employees took order. Today teams make decisions. Institution can inject the team spirit. Yesterday seniority signifies status. Everything about seniority. Today creativity drives status. Creativity, whoever creative, he takes over the organization and the nation. Creativity drives the status. Institution is the breeding environment for creativity. Yesterday production determined the availability. Today competitiveness is the key. Competitiveness powered by research, and the university or like IIT has to have the motto of teaching, research, teaching. Teaching, research, teaching. Best teaching comes out of a best research. Best research comes out of best teaching. Now yesterday value was extra. Today value is everything. Value-based education has to be introduced as a part of the curriculum at least for 1 hour every week, even technical institutions. Yesterday, everyone was a competitor. Today, everyone is a customer. And yesterday, during education, industrial and entrepreneurship training is essential. Last point, yesterday, profits were earned through expediency. Today, work with integrity and succeeded with integrity. Now, friends, will you repeat with me what I am saying? Will you repeat? Yes? I will work with integrity and succeed with integrity. Tough problem, isn't it? Isn't it? Or you can do it? You will do it? All of you will do it? Then you have to do a job for me. Okay? Today, I will give you 1 full day. My email is apj@abdulkalam.com. Okay? apj@, you know my email. Otherwise, you go to my website www.abdulkalam.com. Now, you are going to give me 5 areas, people, according to you, 1 person, living person, who has worked with integrity, who is working with integrity and succeeding with integrity. First one, political leader, number 1, okay? You have to locate a political leader. Number two, a industrial chief, public sector or private sector who is working with integrity and succeeding with integrity. Third person, a bureaucrat. Who has, according to you, the bureaucrat of the nation, he has worked with integrity and succeeded with integrity. The fourth person is a social scientist and social, that is societal change maker. And if you can identify 1 person, you can write these 5 guys, okay? Okay? Will you do it? How many of you will do it? All of you will do it? You won't. Otherwise, I'll catch you if you don't do that. Now friends, I want to share with you how important one experience, because it happened in the same city long ago. You were not even idea formed at that time it happened. I want to share with you. It's like this, 1954-57, I was studying in the aeronautical engineering at Madras Institute of Technology, Cropet. In the 3rd year, I met a professor, Professor Srinivasan. He is a Caltech man, aeronautical engineer, and he took classes for us. And the first day itself, we were 9 students, different areas like propulsion, aerodynamic structure, control and guidance, material, all areas, instrumentation. So he gave us a project, 6-month project. The project was preliminary design of a low-level attack aircraft. We have to do it 6 months' time. All the 9 of us jointly work because aircraft, everything is there. So low-level attack aircraft you have to design. So we started designing. And those days, you guys are now blessed with the computer. We didn't have computer. We used slide rules. And then a drawing board. Since this computer was not there, we used the drawing board and slide rule, our tools, apart from the library. So we were working hard, but we were not in a position to assemble all the database so that we can realize a design in the drawing board and also a document of a design document. 5th month came in, we were struggling, we were working hard of course, and one day my teacher, Professor Srinivasan, Sunday, he was going for a tennis morning, he entered into my lab and saw, and all of us trying to do something, but he saw and he saw me, he said, Kalam, it's a hopeless status now. I am not happy with your performance of preliminary design of a low-level attack aircraft. Your team, since you are the leader, you are not done a good job. Your scholarship will be terminated if you don't do it in a 1 month's time. So he gave 1 month time. So he gave a very bad certificate on that day. He's a tough professor. I hope you don't have such tough professors. So we worked hard. Of course, our fellow Sahib, it's my job to bring all of them together. And we did our best. And some shape we took the design, low-level attack aircraft, some calculation we did, some report we prepared. 3rd week, 4th week, we are ready stage. Then again my professor landed in our laboratory and saw, he was very happy. And you guys, I gave a tough target you have done, and he took us to his home, he gave a Madras coffee. And certificate, he gave us a good job you guys have done. But what is important here is, it's not that project what we are doing, the number of people doing. Important is, what I learned on that day, our team learned was, how to do a system design, how to do a system integration, how to do a system management. When you are studying in the class and you are getting ready for your degree, you are becoming a system designer and system integrator, system manager. This experience tomorrow when you go out of IIT Madras, wherever you go, they will not ask which branch you belong to. They will ask, can you make a product? That product will have multi-technologies. In 1957, when I finished my course, when I went a job, I was appointed in those days senior scientific assistant and at the Ministry of Defense. First job Dr. Neelakantan gave me was, you design supersonic target aircraft and a hovercraft. When I went to ISRO, after say 4 years, first job they didn't ask me whether you are aeronautics fellow, what fellow you are. They asked me, you design a payload for the scientist to fly in the sounding rocket and design a sounding rocket. So friends, you should remember that market for you, when you go out of this campus, you must always think in terms of a system design, system integration, and system management. Faculty also, I would like to request, see that a job project comes out between the number of students per number of faculties. They join together, they do, probably you are all doing that. So friends, I hope you all have undergone such an environment of integrated learning process, particularly when you are entering into the knowledge society with the competitiveness as a key. Now I'll be presenting what type of knowledge society the nation will be progressing by the year 2020. Another 10 years' time, you would be working for a nation. Either you would have become by the 2020 developed nation, or some of you may be working for it. Now I would like to give you 2020 how the India another 10 years' time should look like. Number one, a nation where the rural and urban divide has reduced to a thin line. Here, communication people work, electronics people work, and also system managers have to work. A nation where there is an equitable distribution and adequate access to energy and quality water. Energy, it will be energy independence, that is, you go away from the fossil fuel. And a nation where agriculture, industry and service sector work together in symphony. A nation where education with value system is not denied to any meritorious candidate because of societal or economic discrimination. A nation which is the best destination for the most talented scholars, scientists and investors. A nation where the best of healthcare is available to all. A nation where the governance is responsive, transparent and corruption-free. A nation where poverty has been totally eradicated, illiteracy removed, and crimes against women and children are absent, none in the society feels alienated. A nation that's prosperous, healthy, secure, devoid of terrorism, peaceful and happy, and continues with a sustainable growth path. A nation that is one of the best places to live in and proud of its leadership. Now, question is how to achieve it. To achieve the distinct profile of India, we have the mission of transforming India into a developed nation. We have identified 5 areas where India has a core competence for integrated action. One is agriculture and food processing, education and healthcare, information communication technology, a reliable and quality electric power, surface transport and infrastructure, self-reliant critical technologies, and leading to 10% GDP growth for next 1 decade. Now, these 5 areas are closely interrelated and leading to the economic security and national security. Dear friends, when I see the engineers in front of me, future technologists, researchers, I'm thinking what sort of technologies that you will be working with us, what sort of technology you will be working with us in the future towards national development. Let me now talk on the convergence of technology. Since you have talked about technologies, you have studied now, but when you go out of this campus, and now you are going to have what is called convergence of technologies, and even colleges will start teaching. As you know, the information technology and communication technology have already converged, leading to information and communication technology, ICT. Now, information technology combined with biotechnology has led to the bioinformatics, as you know. Now, this nanotechnology has come in. It is the field of the future that will replace according to me, that will replace the microelectronics and many fields with a tremendous application potential in the areas of medicine, electronics and material science. When nanotechnology and ICT integrated, silicon electronics, photonics are born, and it can be said that material convergence will happen. With material convergence and biotechnology linked, a new science called intelligent bioscience will be born, which would lead to a disease-free, happy and more intelligent human habitat with longevity and high human capacities. Convergence of bio-nano information technologies can lead to the development of nanorobots. Nanorobots, when they are injected into a patient, my expert friends say it will diagnose and deliver the treatment exclusively in the affected area, and then the nanorobot gets digested as it is of DNA-based products. I saw the product sample in one of the star laboratories in South Korea, where best minds with multiple technology work with the target of finding out a out-of-box solution. Now friends, now recently a new trend is emerging. The aspect being introduced is that of ecology. Globally, the demand is shifting towards the development of a sustainable system which are technologically superior. This is the new dimension of the 21st century knowledge society. Thus, the new age model would be not three-dimensional, it will be four-dimensional, that is bio, nano, info, eco-based. Bio, nano, info, eco-based. Take example, a GM crop, genetically modified crops. I was reading in an article by Dick Tavern titled Freedom of Research and Eco-Fundamentalism. Yesterday only I read that the notion that GM crops will benefit only top corporate is mistaken, according to the author. He says that most of the development of GM is taking place in the lesser developed regions of the world. Moreover, not only carefully researched GM crops benefit the impoverished, would also improve the environment as they reduce the need to use pesticide, thereby avoiding water pollution. Similarly, some of the GM crops brought the idea of no-till, which would preserve the topsoil. They would use less energy, both directly as well as indirectly. India is the fourth largest cultivator of the GM crops in the world and has vast experience of GM cotton. But of course, for other things, that's a tremendous opposition. Some well-renowned papers show that the environmental impact of the crops in 2007 was equivalent of taking away, that is GM. The environmental impact of the GM crops in 2007 was equivalent of taking 4 million cars off the road. This I will be putting this lecture in my website www.abdulkalam.com. You can question, you can discuss. The next generation GM crops or hybrid crops would require further thrust on the converging ecology and science, where the crops would be able to grow in a salty soil region and also heal the unproductive soil. The need would be bring bio needs for fulfilling specific nutritional requirements of the human beings. Thus, the next generation will well-researched and tested GM crop will not only lead to the second green revolution, but also herald the now needed convergence of bio, info, nano ecosystems. One example I have given you. Certainly, each and every one of you align your goals towards the distinctive profile of the nation by 2020, which I have described as 10 pillars, will give the challenging environment for you to contribute by innovation and entrepreneurship. Now friends, in conclusion, I would like to say what you will be remembered for. You are all young fellows, 20, around 20, 25. What you will be remembered for? You see the top. As soon as we top the bulb, immediately we remember a guy. Isn't that? Same, you see the telephone, we remember. Said you travel you see the blue sky and blue sea, we remember the Raman effect. So the French history echoes to us. History echoes, hear me what I'm saying. History echoes to us that those who have courage to imagine the impossible are the few unique personalities who broke all the human limitation of thought and action. In every field of human efforts, whether science, technology, medicine, art, sports, industry, or even the development and politics, the names of the people who imagined the impossible are engraved timelessly in our human history. By breaking the limits of their imagination, they transform the world. Will you be joining in that? The question is, how many of you will be joining in that gang by breaking the limits of the imagination? They are transformed the world. Now, I started today's lecture with the thought of unique you. What will drive towards your own unique you? It is a mantra. What I will be remembered for? What I will be remembered for? The tool for the unique you, the answer is, and you have to ask a question, what I will be remembered for. If you give a question within one page answer, that may lead you in few years' time the unique you. What I will be remembered for? I would like to ask you, what you would like to be remembered for? You have to evolve yourself and shape your life. You should write it on a page. That page, what I will be remembered for, write it on a page. You should write it on a page. That page may be a very important page in the book of human history. And you will be remembered for creating that one page in the history of the nation. Now I will give some examples. Will you be remembered? I am asking young fellows. Will you be remembered for creating one of the top Fortune 500 companies which would deal with the issues of the impoverished population of the world and improve their living standards? Will you be remembered for bringing affordable quality water to about 1 billion people in the world who do not have access to clean drinking water? Will you be remembered for becoming the pioneer in developing the smart waterways and river connectivities? Will you be remembered for revitalizing or revolutionizing the integrated primary healthcare center and bringing preventive healthcare in underdeveloped region of Africa, and where each year 300 to 500 million cases of malaria affect human life? Will you be remembered for doubling the food production of the world? Will you be remembered as a great researcher in sustained development system of Pura that were providing urban amenities in the rural area? Will you be remembered for bringing energy independence for different countries? That is, going away fossil fuel, go to solar, nuclear, bio and wind power. Will you be remembered for the action-oriented clean home, clean environment, clean state, clean nation and clean world? Will you be a pioneer? Will you start a pioneer movement of conserving the energy and the environment? Will you be remembered for developing 1 million enlightened youth for transforming the world into a peaceful world? Like Swami Vivekananda suggested, you give me 100 guys, I will change the world. I will be happy, friends, if you could write this page, one page tonight, and mail to me apj@abdulkalam.com. And definitely I will start discussing. I'll start discussing with you and I'll correspond with you and send you some books for the study. So my greeting, best wish to all of you for their five future endeavors. May God bless you. May God bless you to be the unique you. Okay? Wish you all the best.